typically you're a guy who likes to come out of the chute quickly in the free agent season, maybe make a big splash. You've done it in the past, but things have been slow so far. Are you consciously being deliberate, or is that maybe a reflection of the market?
I think it's a little bit of a combination of things. One, we have more holes we feel we need to fill this year, and putting all the pieces together is a little bit more of a puzzle this year than it has in the past. In the past, last year, we needed a closer. We got Papelbon. We needed a couple of bench guys. We went and tried to address that. We have a few more pieces of the puzzle: outfield, third base, bullpen, and all of them. We have to figure out how to utilize our resources, either by trade or through money, to try to put all those pieces together. And if we address 2 or 3 of those needs, that'd be great. Are we going to address all of them? Maybe not. We might have to address them with some young players from our own system.
You mentioned filling needs with players from your own system. You've re-signed Kevin Frandsen. Freddie Galvis could be in the mix. Those 2 guys could be in the mix at third base. Would you get enough offense out of those 2 guys at that position?
Yeah, I think it really depends on what kind of offense I get in other positions. I mean, whether or not we fill some of the offense with 1 or 2 outfielders, whether or not we can add more pitching to make our club better. A lot of it depends on the pieces of the pie. I mean, it's not about necessarily having an all-star at every position. We have to be cognizant of the defense, because the defense hurt us at third base when Paulie wasn't out there every single day, and we had to rely on guys like Wigington and others. No disrespect to them, they're not they're not great defensive players. They hurt us. Fontenot, those guys ended up hurting us. We lost a lot of games because we didn't play well defensively. I think that the combination of Frandsen and Galvis can be a much better defensive team, or help us be a better defensive team. Does that mean we're not looking at third base at all? No, it's not. I mean, there's a possibility, and we've talked to several third base candidates.
Do you anticipate adding another arm that can compete for work in the 8th inning?
We've been talking to several guys. I mean, there's no secret. There's a bunch of players out there, many who've had surgeries and have warts. None of the guys are perfect.
Could you see a guy like Ryan Madson coming back?
I mean, we're wide open, and we're wide open to every possibility. As I've said, we make contact with all these possible situations, and so the bullpen, the third base, the outfield. I mean, we've literally made contact with just about any player that we think then can improve our club.
Have you received any indication that he would not be open to an 8th inning job, or that he wants to close?
I've never heard that from any of the players that I've talked to. I've been obviously in discussions with a bunch of guys, and no one said no to the Phillies, and so that's a plus. No one said, well, Phillies aren't a fit, because I think that the agents and the players all believe that we're going to be a contending team, that we have the talent to be able to do that.
Things did not end well at the bargaining table last year with Ryan Madson. How's the relationship now?
I don't have any problem with Ryan. I don't think Ryan has any. I think that, to be frank with you, I don't think he'd had any problem coming back to Philadelphia. I think he enjoyed his time here. He was born and bred here. I don't think that's even a factor. I think it's a matter of money, and as it almost always is, it's a matter of money, and it's a matter of opportunity, and we'll see what happens with he and the other guys that we've talked about.